happy Thanksgiving, early Thanksgiving Eve. And we wanted to do this because I know a lot of people are looking at Vidafy, checking us out and seeing the buzz that's going on within our company and this culture and this community. I mean, we have a community that has grown to over 5,000 people in the last 6 weeks. And to me, that's just solidifies of what we have here. And obviously my name's Angel Whitmire. I've been with Vidafy for 8 weeks now, and it has been a godsend in my life. I'm sure most of you have seen my story by now or my testimony, but I have dealt with neuropathy for 20 years in my feet because I used to be paralyzed from the waist down from transverse myelitis. And so I've dealt with a lot of nerve pain and a lot of issues that have residual because of that. And Vidafy has changed my life, and I'm now no more neuropathy. So I want to share it with the world just because as a certified holistic health coach, I know how powerful this stuff truly is. And I love that Juan is giving it to his child right now because it truly is for anyone from age, like I say age 4 to 94, right? Because everyone deals with inflammation in their body at some level. We just can't really see it until we start feeling it, right? And so I'm excited that we get to bring our CEO on today so he can just share his heart with you guys, because I've seen it, I've heard it, and I could tell the first time that we got to meet him and talk with him, I was like, he is truly a genuine guy. And just the family that he is surrounded by and the culture that they've already been building the last 5 years in Mexico, we now get to be part of that and launch it here in the US. And what better way to start by just being able to share a little bit about him, and so you can kind of see what we've seen, because I know we have so many new people coming on. So Shane, thank you so much for taking the time today on Thanksgiving Eve to share with us a little bit about who you are, how you kind of started Vidafy, and we'll just kind of take it from there.
Hey, thanks so much, Angel, and I really appreciate the invite, and I appreciate you guys coordinating this as well. It's great to meet you guys, even though it's via Zoom. You know, I mean, this is the new meet and greet format, right? And we all get together on a Zoom call. And I really appreciate you taking a little time. My name's Shane Brady, and together with my wife, we founded Vidafy in 2016, and it has by far been the best decision we've ever made. And it's just been a wonderful experience. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, my wife and I have been married now for 23 years. My wife's originally from Argentina, and I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, but I have lived in different parts in the US. But the past 12 years, we lived down in Mexico, and it was a wonderful experience, eye-opening experience for both of us. It's incredible. We live in a wonderful world, and people are the same everywhere. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you come from. We all have the same desires and the same wishes and what we want for ourselves, for our family, and for those that we love. And it kind of goes back to why we set up Vidafy 5 years ago. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about me and my career experience. I've been in the dietary supplement industry now for 21 years, actually going on 22 years, starting in 1999 with a company named Enrich. Maybe some of you guys have heard of that. I mean, it's probably before some of your time. There's a lot of young people on these calls, not as gray-haired as I am. But back then in the industry, it was totally different. The industry was just based on people that, you know, grew up and maybe their grandparents, their grandma giving them some homemade recipes and different homemade homeopathics, I guess, taking some herbs, throwing them in the capsule and taking them, right? And you receive health benefits from that. Fortunately, there's a lot of great products out there just based off of herbal remedies, based off of just different herbal ingredients put into a capsule. But you know, back then there was no science that actually backed up what someone was taking. It was really just your grandma science, right? Of taking it for maybe many years, and her parents passing it on to her, et cetera. And you know, science has caught up with us since then. And those of you who have been involved in this industry have seen it together with me. You've seen how the industry has just evolutionized. over the past 20 years, and how, 20 years ago, there were no studies done on the benefits of vitamins even, there was no studies done on echinacea, or studies done on coenzyme Q10 or omega-3s, et cetera. Back then, it was just kind of, people knew that it was good for you and passed on. Today, it's fully different. Today, there are thousands and tens of thousands of studies that back up the science and the health benefits of different ingredients, different natural ingredients. And I'm just blown away how science has gotten so involved in this industry. But as science gets more involved, then we find how we can actually overcome some of the barriers that existed to receive a full benefit of some of the ingredients, like the curcumin in our products. And so anyway, 20 years ago, I started in the industry, have seen how the industry has changed and evolutionized during this period. And so when we started our company 5 years ago, based on a science that can literally overcome one of the bioavailability factors, the biggest bioavailability factor that exists in our industry, and that is to overcome the absorption of a lipid ingredient, allowing it to get into our bloodstream, and oil, allowing it to dissolve in water, get into our bloodstream and onto a cellular level. And when I found that patented science developed over in Germany, and the way that we could bring it to market and allow people to receive benefits of lipid ingredients like curcumin, I knew that we had a game changer within the industry. I knew that we had a way to bring something that, once again, been used for over 2,000 years in Ayurvedic medicine, among others. And today, one of the most popular dietary supplement ingredients in our industry right now, because of all the anti-inflammatory, all of the antioxidant benefits. Well, we can bring it to market, and we did 5 years ago, bring it to market and allow people to enjoy all of the benefit now of the curcumin, thanks to the BioMS technology. I think I went a little farther maybe than your original question, Angel, but I hope that answered at least part of it.
No, that was great. That was perfect. I love hearing your story because it shows that you've been in the industry, so you kind of know where we come from on the distributor side, or what have you, entrepreneur side, but also on the other side, the product side, and learning how to evolve that as well. So that was actually perfect. But what I want to ask you is, what do you think makes Vidafy different than, let's say, other nanified products out there? I know we talked a little bit about BioMS, but what is the certain thing that we have that's different? I think we talked about a patent on the technology that we have here. Would you mind touching on that just a little bit?
No, definitely. And you make a good point. I mean, there are a lot of turmeric products in particular out there. And, turmeric, we've known, has been used for over 2,000 years, and it has a lot of health benefits. But there's also the widely known fact that curcumin, which is the active ingredient of turmeric, is not absorbed well into our bloodstream. And so we don't get all of the health benefits just from taking turmeric powder. In fact, it's very interesting, because if you look at the studies that have been done on turmeric powder and the health benefits, years ago, the studies that were done used incredibly high amounts of turmeric powder in order to get the results, right? I mean, you're talking about the equivalent to like about 10 to 12 pounds of turmeric powder in consumption, daily consumption, to get that curcumin benefit into the body. And so you see those kind of things that because of the poor bioavailability of the curcumin, people just simply did not get the benefit. Then you start to come forward and you start to see products coming out with piperin, which is a black pepper extract, to try to increase the bioavailability of the turmeric powder, or in essence, the active ingredient, which is called curcumin. Then you have different things come out like you have different types of emulsions or different types of carriers, liposomes, for example, trying to get a better absorption of the curcumin. Ours is essentially the fourth iteration in that process, and by far the best delivery system for curcumin. And that is the nano carrier combined with what's called micelle. And a micelle is just this this little thing right here that, this is a model, obviously a lot bigger than what a micelle is. The micelles in our product are 30 nanometers thick. Well, a nanometer is like taking your fingernail and splitting it transversely this way, right? In a million parts. That's 1 nanometer. And so ours is 30 nanometers thick. And it's extremely tiny, but it has to be in that size in order to get into the cell. Well, what we do is we take that curcumin, the molecule, and we surround it with these other particles, these other molecules that are soluble in water. This is an oil, and these are soluble in water. Well, it's almost like a little submarine, right? And it allows it to get into our bloodstream, to take it to the cellular level, and then discharge the content and receive the full benefit of the curcumin particle. And that totally is a game changer. Now you have something that overcomes the lipid solubility barrier. It allows our product to be absorbed at 277 times greater capacity than turmeric powder. And so if you're talking about that type of level, I'm not talking about percentage wise, I'm talking about times greater absorption level on a cellular level. That's literally a game changer when you look at that types of bioavailability. Just to kind of give you a comparison, curcumin combined, or turmeric powder combined with piperin, for example, that you see on the market, very popular, only gives you about 9 times greater absorption level. Ours gives you 277 times greater absorption level, proven and published on PubMed.gov, which is the website from the US government where only studies that are approved by the government are published. And a study done on our product is published on that website and guarantees up to a 277 times greater absorption level.
Wow, you just said it right there. Like, to have all those studies backing that means a lot. And I'm sure a lot of you listening on this call, you're like, but does it have the studies? Yes, it's backed. But it is a game changer. And as a holistic health coach, I've taken turmeric for years. I've taken it with black pepper. I've taken liposomal. I've done all of it. And I can tell you, it has been a complete godsend in my life and a complete game changer, like you keep saying. I say that as well, because it truly has made an impact on not only myself, my dad, James, and like some of my friends and family that are on it right now. And so I'm just blessed to be able to found this, and thank you for, providing it to us. So we learned a little bit about the product and why that's different. Now I want to switch kind of gears, because I know most of you that are on this call are like, so why would I do this as an entrepreneurship, right? Or as a business per se? So what would be different with Vidafy as far as running with this product as a business?
That's a great question, Angel. And it's interesting. It all comes back to the product as well, because the product is so easy to share. It's been incredible. And I think one of the reasons why you guys are up over 5,100 people on your Facebook group page, which is incredible, and especially when you think about the fact that it's a private group. I mean, this isn't a group that's just open where anybody can join the group. You have to be invited into the group. And you guys have over 5,100 people that within the past 6, 7, maybe 8 weeks max have joined. And that's just incredible. And I think it talks in and of, or speaks in and of itself to the quality of the product and the results of the product. I'm blown away by just how many people with a few doses of the product, in some cases 2, 3 days, 4 days using the product, and they immediately are seeing results. Some people on the first dose receive a result. And so when you have a product that's so easy to share, I like to say turmeric is it's in everybody's mouth, right? We're all talking about it, but it's hardly in anybody's blood, right? Because nobody's getting the uptake into their bloodstream. And here we have something that everybody's talking about, and we can help them to get it into their bloodstream and onto a cellular level to have an impact. So the product in and of itself, where it's a game changer, and not only that, but it's a high impact product. There's a lot of good products out there on the industry, but it takes maybe 30 to 90 days to kind of see good results, or actually to feel those results. It doesn't mean that they're not giving you results from the first doses, but it takes time within the body so that your body assimilates that and then actually reflects the results. With our product, it's literally something that almost immediately, in many cases, you start to see results because it deals with inflammation. And when you're changing inflammation, there is chronic inflammation that can take a little more time to overcome, et cetera, but there's also levels of inflammation that you can address immediately. And when you do, it starts to reduce pain. It starts to give you better focus. It starts to help you to sleep better. And those are things that within, in many cases, just a few doses, you start to see results. So you have a high impact product, a very functional product that gives almost immediate results. That in and of itself, and when you're talking about one of the ingredients that is most talked about right now within our industry, which is turmeric, or the curcumin, the active ingredient turmeric. And so you have, it's almost like the perfect storm. Maybe I'll even just share, I've got a couple of slides here that also talk about the benefit or the opportunity that we have right now within our industry, given that this product is one of the most attractive right now. Let me just share this right here with you. And I don't know if you just made me co-host. James, you're good. You're good. I tell you, we got to have him as our tech guy too. That's pretty quick. Let me get this, and I'll just share this with you.
Best at all of that.
That's right. And so you can see here, when you're talking about opportunity, I mean, here we are, we've already talked about the opportunity with turmeric and with, in this case, curcumin. But the interesting thing is that this is just the point of the spear, because we've got other products coming down the pipeline with ingredients, for example, like omega-3s. We all know the importance of omega-3. We know how important it is for our brain health, for our heart health, for our skin health, among other things. It's also a potent anti-inflammatory, just like curcumin is as well, an antioxidant. Many good qualities. Well, just imagine being able to increase the bioavailability of that oil, that lipid, which we need in our body. Imagine applying that same technology to things like vitamins. There's lipid vitamins that our body just simply does not, it doesn't get it into the cellular level. And so you have to end up taking exaggerated amounts of the vitamin. If you're looking at vitamin A, D, E, and K, those four vitamins are so important to our health, but they are lipids and they're not absorbed well into our body. Imagine being able to overcome that and to be able to get the full benefit of those vitamins within our body at the appropriate level. So now you don't have to intoxicate yourself taking excess levels of vitamins, knowing that you're only going to absorb a small amount into your body. Well, in the meantime, you have all that other stuff floating around in your intestine, in your gut, and it's not healthy for you. But if you can get the exact amount that your body needs, knowing that you're going to absorb that and get the benefit, just imagine how good that could be. And there's so many other lipid ingredients, coenzyme Q10 among them as well. You have the global food nanotech market that is just exploding right now. Within the next 3 years, it's going to double in size. And after that, it's exponential growth that is going on right now with the nanotech food market. It's growing 4 times faster than our own dietary supplement industry. And we know that our industry is growing like crazy, but you've got 4 times bigger growth going on within the nanotech, the food nanotech market. And we're just getting started. And so if you start to think about that and how our BioMS technology totally overcomes that through the use of the 3 proven technologies that we combine within our patented technology, BioMS technology, that we can apply here in multiple areas of health. And so you start to think about, okay, well, now we're talking about a business opportunity. What, we're positioned to take advantage of this growth, and we're just starting. We haven't even fully entered the US market. We're just getting going within the English-speaking market. We started off in Mexico because that's where my wife and I were living at the time. I was a vice president of Latin America for a large company within our industry. I was based out of Mexico and managing the business from there. When we started our own company, we started there in Mexico. We saw a huge opportunity to be able to begin and grow. We started to grow from there. Very organic growth. People taking the product, seeing the results, and sharing it with others. As that happened, they started to share with their friends and contacts within the US. Well, most Mexicans know other Mexicans that live in the US, right? And so we started to grow within the US Latino market in the US. From there, well, we have the biggest gossiper that I know, Juan Source. Great friend of mine, but he's also a wonderful gossiper. And he couldn't help but to share the goodness of the products together with Ryan and Kylie Stokes, who then started to share it within the US English-speaking market. And today, we're just getting going. I mean, we've got 5,100 people that are already a part of your Facebook private group, and we're just starting. And we've only been doing this now for, well, you guys have only been with us here for maybe 2 months at most. Some of you have only been with us for about a month, and you already have groups that are growing like crazy. We're just getting started. We haven't even gone outside really of the US. We're in Mexico, we're in the US. We just opened right now in the pre-opening phase of the Dominican Republic. We have plans to open up Colombia as well within the next 6 months. But we haven't even started. We're not in Europe, we're not in Asia, we're not in some of the biggest global markets around, and we're just getting started within the English-speaking market. And so the potential here is huge to grow along with the global food nanotech market and to grow together with Vidafy, which we're just getting started, Angel.
I loved those slides. Thank you for sharing that. I had no idea about how it's already surpassing the regular supplements and the nanotechnology. So that's pretty incredible. So thank you for sharing. And I am excited to be a pioneer to bring it to the US market and to around the globe. So thank you. So my next question is, what have you learned over the past 5 years as being a CEO?
That is a great question. Wow. What a wonderful thing. I've been in the corporate side within our industry for many years now. Started in 1999, and the corporate side it was a wonderful experience. I didn't know anything about the dietary supplement industry when I graduated years ago, and so it was a wonderful experience to go through that. But until you start your own business, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. When my wife and I started our own business, we did it with our funds, with a little investment from my brother, and from my parents. But we're 90% owners of this company, and we put our savings along with our love, passion, our dreams, everything into it. And when you start your own business, and until you do that, you don't understand. I understand what it is to start your own Vidafy business. And each one of you that are now becoming part of our company, or that you're considering starting a Vidafy distribution, becoming a Vidafy entrepreneur, I know what it feels like. And I know you have to leave the fears behind, and you have to fight for what you most love and who you most love. I know what it's like because I've gone through that, and it has been the biggest learning experience of my career. You know, I thought I knew what it took to run a business, etc. But until you start your own business, you have no idea. Now, at the same time, until you've started your own business and you manage your own time and you manage your own decisions, et cetera, made within that business, you don't realize the huge upside that there is to being an entrepreneur, and the huge benefits of being able to spend more time with your family, being able to develop the business together with your wife. I was in the industry, once again, for 16 years before we started our own company, almost 17 years. And during that whole time, I think I was only able to travel with my wife maybe 3, 4, 5 times on business. All my other trips where I was traveling once a month, twice a month, et cetera, were on my own. The company wasn't going to pay for me to travel with my wife, with my family, et cetera. With Vidafy, I've been on 15 trips as a family now, 15 trips where I've taken each one of my family members, my 4 kids along with us, and been able to enjoy that experience together. That's what it is to start your own business. Now, it doesn't come overnight. You have to dedicate a lot of time. Yesterday, I was talking with a good friend of mine, and he said, you know, starting a business or doing your own business is never easy, but it can be simple. And that's how I see it with Vidafy. It's not going to be easy. No business is easy. Everything requires effort. It requires you getting out of your comfort zone. It requires you doing a little extra every day. It requires you remembering why you're starting your own business, but it can be simple. And with Vidafy, it is simple because of our products, because of our compensation structure and our business model that makes it very easy for you to start your own business. From there, it's maintaining your focus on why you did it, leaving your fears behind, forgetting about why somebody might think, you know, what are they doing? What are they going to think about me? What if I fail, et cetera, right? Leaving those fears behind and really fighting for what you most love, what you most desire. I think those are some of the lessons, Angel, that I've learned along the way in starting our own business and helping others to do the same.
Thank you for that. You said 3 important things for me when I first learned about Vidafy. Is number 1, that y'all are sole owners and that you put your own money into this. So it's a family owned business. And that to me speaks volumes, just because we know that that's your heart and passion. Like that's what you do every day is Vidafy. And like, there's no investors here. It's all you guys, and it's family. And we already feel like a family with you guys. And so that in itself is a game changer for us. And then the second one is my love language is travel. And I know that y'all do trips like 2 to 3 times a year. And so I'm like, sign me up for that. Because that is an important thing for me and our family, and just being able to spend that quality time with our family and being able to take them on trips with us is huge. And then the third thing is simplicity. And I've shared this with James, and I've shared this with everyone on my team, is like, I've never shared something so simple and so organic before. It just has like taken off because it is so easy to share, because everyone can relate to pain. Everyone can relate to autoimmune disease or some kind of issue that's going on with them. Everyone can kind of relate to that. And everyone is seeking for something now more holistically, right? And more less chemical based and all the things. Like it's like the mainstream of nutrition now. But with that, it has been simple. Is it easy? No, but it's going to be simple to share. And look, we've already have so many on our team just because it is so simple to share, and people are getting great results because of the technology that we have here. So we do have a few people on here that are part of our business and our team. And so I want you to share with them, or maybe the new people that are on here, is what is Vidafy working on now to help scale and grow? Because we are going obviously in the US, and it's gonna spread pretty quickly. It already has, and we're excited about that. But what are you doing right now to put in place to make it scale and grow even bigger?
That's a wonderful question as well. You know, going back to our origins and where we started in Mexico. and have grown from there into the US Latino market. And a lot of that market, of course, is it's a different market than the US English speaking market. It's a market that's very much sharing one-on-one experiences, meeting together and sharing the product that way. In the US, the business is done completely different, especially now in the pandemic. Here we are with, where it's harder sometimes to get together, or there might be people that potentially perhaps don't want to get together because of that. And then you have also a country that is so big and there's people everywhere. And we're all connected to the internet. We're all connected on Zoom calls, et cetera. And we have these platforms that allow us to very easy. We are adjusting and also developing new tools to be able to roll out and to provide for each one of you guys as you guys are coming on board, et cetera. Let me tell you just about a few of them. Of course, we have the Verb app, which I believe some of you are already using and others are going to be using very soon. Well, the Verb app is a great way to share. We are working daily to develop new videos, new posts, et cetera, and information you can share via the Verb app. The Verb app as well is a great way to share samples. Samples are a wonderful way as well to be able to, so that people can try the product, et cetera. The truth is that our product is so well priced and positioned that a lot of people don't even need a sample. They just jump right in and buy the product, right? Because it's not, our product's not $100, $150 price point at our retail price. We've got a $50, a $60 retail price, very accessible and very competitive in the market, and that allows people to just jump right in. But there are people that would like to share it or like to try the product maybe first with a sample. We do have that ability via the Verb app. Well, the Verb app, currently, it started off being available only to those people that signed up with the Kit 500. We have made the decision now to open that up to everyone that signs up with the Kit 100, 250, or Kit 500. And so we're in the process of activating all people that signed up from November 1st on with a Kit 100, Kit 250, or Kit 500. And so you're very likely, if you haven't received the email already, I'd be looking for the email to come. It comes with what Verb calls a magic link, I believe. And so you just click on that and it takes you to be able to activate your Verb app and then have access to that. And so definitely stay in contact with your upline to find out more about that. But you should be getting those, if you haven't already, you should be getting those within the next few days. We are heading into the holidays. Verb closes along with our offices. And so it might not be until first part of next week that some of you receive that email. But be looking for that email because the Verb app is something that we want everybody to have. And be aware that once you activate that, you'll have access all the way through the end of the year to use this Verb app. And then in order to stay on the Verb app, then you just need to activate a Wellness Ship Pro order on your monthly orders. Just get on the Wellness Ship Pro and that will include your Verb app. Or if you prefer, you can pay the $9.95 fee on a monthly basis starting in January. And you can stay on the Verb app as well and have access to it. So that's a wonderful tool that's being rolled out and once again open now to a lot more people and not just to those that signed up with the Kit 500. Number two, we're working as well on a new enrollment form that will allow you to enroll a lot easier. We're very close to rolling that out as well. You'll notice that within the next couple of weeks, how the enrollment form online will be much more user-friendly and allowing you to sign up easier and allowing you as well, when you get on there, to see the different options. It will have a couple of videos as well that explains a little bit more about the product, a little bit more about the kits, et cetera, and allowing those people to be able to sign up easier. We are also rolling out a new aspect with the holding tank. I believe some of you have signed up and perhaps process, along that process with the holding tank has created some confusion. And so we have developed a process where everyone that signs up is dumped into the holding tank, and you can then decide where to place those people. And those details, I think many of you might be already familiar with what the holding tank is. If not, don't worry. Talk with your upline to figure out a little bit more on how that works. But essentially, it's a wonderful tool that allows you to position the people within your group, within your organization, and that you have control of that. And so you don't have to depend on somebody else doing it or having to explain to your new prospect, hey, I need you to do this and that. All you have to do is tell them, go get signed up. Then once they're signed up, then you can go into your back office, you can go into your virtual office and go ahead and place that person where you would like them. And so we have multiple tools like that that are being rolled out. We have other plans coming down the pipeline as well in regards to our website, in regards to our virtual office as well. I don't want to get over my skis and ahead of myself in sharing information on that, but we have started the process on a new website design. I don't have a date on that, and that's why I don't want to get ahead of myself on that. But you will be looking first part of next year, you'll see new branding, new website design as well to go along with, once again, in developing within the US English speaking market. You know, it's like I said, it's interesting. We work together with leaders as we develop our business. And previously, there was not a demand for a lot of tools, a lot of online tools, et cetera. And so we worked more with our leaders at that time to develop tools for them and to grow the business. Now we are doing the same, and we're working very closely with your uplines as well in developing tools to support your business. And so you can look forward to that as well as we roll into next year.
That's the exciting part. We're all in this together, right? And so
that's right.
You get to have a voice in this. Just all of you that are on this call, you get to have a voice in what we're doing here. And we get to share these with Shane and our executive team. And what a blessing and what a breath of fresh air to be a part of something that you get to have a voice in. And so thank you for sharing all of that. So with wrapping up here, we have some entrepreneurs that are new to Vidafy within the last month or so. We have some that are checking it out on this call. And so are there any bonuses or any actions that that entrepreneurs should focus on going into 2022?
Definitely. Let me, I'll share my screen again here. I'm gonna try to, let's see, let me get on the right. There we go, I think. I'm sharing this one. Good. So we have multiple things that we're sharing, and some of them that are going on right now. And I believe some of you are already aware of it. Others that maybe are just checking us out. But we have a promotion that we launched a couple of weeks ago. We call it Provember Vidafy. And this promotion is essentially during November and heading into the first 10 days of December, where you can earn an additional $250 bonus for every 2,000 in volume that you generate. And that's very attractive. Of course, our pro bonus is very attractive and allows you to earn your money back within your first 30 days with the pro bonus, along with the sponsor bonuses, triple bonus, etc. Well, this is in addition to that. And so for every 2,000 PV in new volume, whether it's through personal volume, your personal purchases, your customer volume, or through new starter kit volume, we just count all of that. And when you get 2,000 in new volume that you've generated, then we're paying you out an additional $250 bonus for each 2,000. So if you bring on 4,000 in additional, well, that's $500. And if you bring on 6,000 in volume, well, that's $750. And so you can get cash in your pocket. All of these will be paid out on the 20th of the month, 20th of December, I'm sorry. And so you have an opportunity now just to generate these bonuses and then be paid out before Christmas you can use that to pay off your credit cards, maybe on some of the Christmas gifts. I know for me, it's popping out the credit card when I'm buying my wife's Christmas present, right? And so, great to have that the 20th to be able to pay that off. And then be able to continue to bring in. So this, just a reminder, this ends on December 30th. December 10th. And so you have still about 2.5 weeks to be able to take advantage of that promotion. We're also rolling out a promotion now, essentially a Friday promotion. We prefer to call it a Thanksgiving promotion. I think, this time of the year, we start to celebrate a lot. I'd rather celebrate Thanksgiving than celebrate Black Friday. And I think we have a lot to be grateful for. And so let's celebrate Thanksgiving with a promotion. And in this case, we have 2 promotions going on. It's special for one particular for customers, the other particular for Vidafy entrepreneurs. And here you have for Vidafy customers, buy 3 and get 1 free. Well, that's a $50 promotion right there for a Vidafy customer. And so this is a great opportunity for you to reach out to your current customers and say, hey, maybe they're starting to run out of product and they need some more product, or maybe they just bought, but this is a great opportunity. They've already had a wonderful experience with their current product. Well, now they can take advantage and get some additional product. Or if you're bringing on new customers, this is a great opportunity, once again, for them to get a $50 savings on their purchase. They buy 3 and they get 1 free. Now, if you're a Vidafy entrepreneur, then it's essentially the same promotion, but double, right? Buy 6 and get 2 free for all Vidafy entrepreneur. It is exclusive for a one-time only offer for Vidafy entrepreneurs. Buy 6 and get 2 free. Wonderful time to have product on hand. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had the experience of running out of product, whether it's personal experience or personal consumption, or whether you just don't have product on hand to share with somebody, right? It's always great to have product on hand. We're always running into people who we want to just leave a bottle with, etc. And this is a great opportunity to have 2 additional bottles when you purchase 6 units before December 1st. So this is through the end of the month. Through the end of the month of November. We're also announcing officially, now this is a high level bonus. This is for those that are headed towards diamond rank. And if you're headed towards a diamond rank, whether you're projecting within the next few months or whether you're projecting through the end of next year, you qualify at the diamond rank and you can be a global Vidafy founder, which has wonderful benefits. This is a unique promotion that we launched when we opened the US market. And every time we open a market, we launch this Global Founder Program. And so it actually ended in the US back in 2020. However, at the time, we were exclusively in the US Latino market, Spanish speaking only. And we had not expanded into the English-speaking market. We spoke with our global founders in the Latino market and in our Mexico market about opening this program up exclusively once again in the US for those that qualify at the diamond level and can participate in this program. And they agreed. And I'm so grateful for them to allow the English-speaking market now the opportunity to be a part of this program, qualify diamond, and participate in an exclusive pool of 0.5% of global sales that is split up only among those that qualify at this program. So it's going to be open through the end of December, and everyone that qualifies diamond in the US will now be a part of the Global Founder Program and participate in this exclusive pool. At the end of December of 2022, the window of opportunity to be a global founder will go away. And from then on, only those that are a part of the program, only those that qualified during the qualification period will be considered global founders. The company will continue to expand and will continue to grow. and sales of the company will continue to grow. However, those that participate in this exclusive founder pool will be the same, which means that your portion of the pool will grow and grow and grow over time. And so it's very important that you become a member of the Global Founder Program during this exclusive window of opportunity. Now, as a part of this opening it up into the US market, we are giving an exclusive opportunity as well for you to help build new global founders as well. So we have the Global Founder Share, as I shared on the previous slide. But if you help your personally sponsored people also qualify Diamond and hit during this next year, you get a Global Founder Match share within this pool. That's wonderful. That means that you get an additional one for helping some of your team global founders as well. These announcements we'll be sharing together with your leaders and through email, et cetera. Look for the communications coming out on this for more details. Stay in touch with your leaders as well to know more information about these promotions. You know, we've got a lot going on. And Angel, you didn't share, or you didn't ask me to kind of close out my remarks, but I'm taking advantage because I'd like to close out my remarks with just a thought. And I have a slide on this, and it makes it easier for me to share my thoughts on it. We're in Thanksgiving, and I think this is one of my favorite times of the year. And I mean, one thing is because I love the food. I love Thanksgiving food. But I love this time of the year because it's a time when we give thanks. And I am a firm believer in giving thanks. I feel extremely blessed and extremely grateful for the blessings that I have in my life. And this quote I saw kind of sums up what I feel. We're going through a lot right now in pandemic. We're going through a lot, and we all, in our individual lives, personal lives, family lives, et cetera, we all have challenges that we work to overcome on a daily basis, on a yearly basis. There's always things that come up. But as it says here, a correlation exists between hope and gratitude. If we want to be hopeful for the future, if we want to look forward to everything that life has to offer us, we must be grateful. There's a direct correlation. And I love how it ends. Counting blessings is better than counting problems. Right now is a time to forget about problems. It's time to count our blessings and create that hope. Be grateful for what we have and be grateful for what is coming in our lives. And as we accept and we recognize and we are grateful for those things in our lives, that will bring hope, and that hope will bring future blessings into our lives. And I am a firm believer in that. And I just wanted to end with that message at this Thanksgiving time. And I am very grateful for each one of you that are already a part of Vidafy, and look forward as well to those that are getting to know us. And we feel very blessed for you even taking a look at us, and we would love to have you as our partners in the future.
Okay, if y'all don't have tears yet, I get teary-eyed with that, because I shared with you in the beginning, like, this is why we joined Vidafy, as well as just hearing his heart and his passion for not only this company, but just for all of us, right? And in gratitude, leaving with gratitude. And I love how you shared about the promos, that it's a Thanksgiving promo, not a Black Friday promo. I just love that, because I think we all need that right now. Just a sense of, someone said it in the comments, a breath of fresh air, and just to be able to be in gratitude during this season of what we have, and to be thankful for that, because it can be taken away from us at any time, right? We're not promised tomorrow. So thank you, Shane, so much for that. And I know some of you on here are probably like, okay, all this sounds great, but how do I even go about doing this? Well, guess what? Like Shane has shared, we have systems and tools in place for you that are simple to plug and play. We have a community of 5,000 people already, a Facebook community group that's called Liquid Gold Wellness. If you're not a part of that, get back with the person that invited you so they can show you the systems. We have websites in place. Like he said, we have the Verb app. We have all the systems and tools you could ever imagine. We have people that are amazing with social media, and they share their stories that they create in Canva and their graphics. And so we have it all lined up for you guys. It's just for you to be open to being able to, see what this is about and at least try it out for yourself. So we've got your back covered with all of those. And you really just have to be open, try the product, and then just allow us to share. But thank you guys for taking the time today during this Thanksgiving Eve. We're so grateful for all of you that are entrepreneurs with us already. We are grateful for each and every one of you. And for those that are looking at this, thinking you may want to join, just jump in, we got you. But get back to the person that invited you today, and they'll be able to help you to get started and to join our Vidafy family. Thank you again, Shane, for all that you do. We are grateful for you, and many blessings to all of you, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a good day.